We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Thunder and the Arrows. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Tony Norton gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First pitch of the at-bat. Brian Cannon is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Game time temperature a comfortable 76 degrees. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Digging in now, Hal Hale. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Cannon aboard here at first with nobody out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
3-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Ready now. Scott Franchise has come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the NL in RBIs.
And that's what you want from your corner outfielders. Not every guy fits that mold, but you gotta love having a guy you can stick out there and just let him mash when he comes to the plate.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
The catcher, Mike Hayes.
At the plate, Mike Hayes. And their runners at the corners now. From the stretch.
0-1, no strike.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly. And brings the run home.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped up. Kramer in foul ground. And no one will get this one. 0-1, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. Run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. Brett Sanders, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Now in the box, Adam Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there.
Oh, what happened? He can't make the play.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first. So he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
Digging in, Chet Tierney is currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
Yeah, he can be found on the leaderboards for batting average and home runs too, guys. He's having a very special year so far.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. So now to the plate, Mohammed Butts. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this one at 248, 10 home runs and 34 driven in. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
He's got it. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And at the plate will be the
number 54.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. He's right there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's the one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball. They're in the top. Go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day they give their pitcher
on a line to right center. A dive, but it's off his glove. He'll get it into second, and he is in there.
Batting in, the first baseman, Milton Otto.
Stepping in now, Milton Otto, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers, 9 driven in. A bouncer up the middle. Throw goes over to third, and they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. So stepping in, Brett Sanders, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch.
Nope, that's the ball.
That one's going to find the seats, strike one. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two. Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base hit.
Standing in now, Brian Hannon, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He singled to open up the ball game. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here. And he'll hurry back to second here as he was wise to not push it that time. The set and the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. This one's flared off to the right side. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Caleb Grabo. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Robinson Schwabenland comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Hops this one up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting it, the third baseman.
Now to the plate, Will Hernandez. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Hal Hale. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Turner arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Scott Franchise. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The catcher, number 2, Mike.
Ready for another chance? Mike Hayes. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 2 out, nobody on. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Misses off the plate.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Tony Norton. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Here's the pitch.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Otto is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Adam trying to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right. Bases are empty, one man out. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is in off the plate. The 2-2. Alton Creamer is on deck. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Hit on the ground to short. Throwing the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
The first baseman, number 12, Alton.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Alton Creamer. From the belt, the pitch.
Down.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
He's going.
Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1. Chet Tierney is on deck. And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. hit the other way out toward right field. Franchise is there, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99.
Coming to the plate now, Chet Tierney. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's down. That's a
2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. Up and out over the plate, but a cold strike. 2-1.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
The center fielder, number 11, Muhammad.
So striding in, Muhammad Butts. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 offering. And it's 1-1. Butts is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down to fight too often. Even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world, there are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Tiny Ryan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Runs up and gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 54.
Into the box now, Blake Hamby. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate, Michael Lopez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Tierney will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Antonio Nunez.
The shortstop,
Here comes the first pitch.
Nunez.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hamby is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Now back, second baseman, Caleb Bravo.
So striding forward now, Caleb Bravo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Hit softly on the ground to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, the catcher, Robinson.
Digging in, Robinson Schwabenland. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Stepping into the box, Milton Otto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The first baseman, Milton Otto.
First delivery to him on the way. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone. The 1-2.
is laid off for ball 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box now, Brett Sanders, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The 0-2 delivery. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now. Standing in, Brian Cannon. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that misses for ball 1.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
2 out, nobody on. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
2 balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike. That's
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
He loses him on ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Here's the first pitch to him.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. And again a throw, runner back safely. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Here's the 2-0.
Down 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-0. Here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1.
Leading off for the error, the third baseman, Will Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. And that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You can bet they'd love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Down to 3-1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
And that misses, ball four now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now at the plate, Tony Norton comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Sanders is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Adam Turner.
Standing in, Adam Turner, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set, and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball two.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
There he goes. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. But you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I agree with it either. Most pitchers, like when they're in a group, they just want to get back on the bump and compete. Sometimes visits like these are just like a formality.
Digging in to try it again, Alton Kramer. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Turner is on his way home. He pulls into third safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
We're going to see something pretty special here on Show Track. Check out the top speed of one of the fastest men in baseball as he goes all the way from first to home to score rather easily. That's about as good as it gets in the speed category right there.
Into the box, Chet Tierney, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1. Tierney takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Butts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 3-1 pitch.
Hey. Walk out. 3-2.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. But this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Arrows are out in front, 4-1. In now, Scott Franchise, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Digging in once again, Mike Hayes. Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
And that misses for ball four, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping up to the plate, Tiny Ryan. He's set. Here it comes. There's the cut fastball, but it's low. 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
And that one misses badly. It's ball two.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
None out. Runners at first and second. And a bunt attempt misses. 2-1. Fouled away. Too high. Ball three.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that is into right field. A base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Ben.
Stepping in now, Blake Hamby. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 4-2 game.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Standing in now, Michael Lopez. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 10 for him on the year, and it's now 6-4.
Hey, you drive to the park and dream of coming through with a big knock with runners in scoring position. Bases loaded in that situation. Didn't try and do too much. They always tell yourself, calm yourself down and just get that guy in from third. He got them all in there.
You know, D-Roll, this is what makes it so tough to be a pitcher, right? You have them loaded, no place to put anybody. You make one bad pitch, and in one swing, 4 runs on the board. A huge swing of this one.
Robert Olson takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. At the plate, Milton Otto.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. No outs, nobody on. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect with a fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Saul Worthing will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Saul Worthing.
Ball 1, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1-1.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Nunez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian Cannon.
Plate, Brian Cannon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. The 0-1 delivery.
Hey!
2 out, nobody on. That misses. 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. The Thunder on top 6-4. Aram Kirk will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination, Antonio Nunez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line drive, base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to pull.
To the plate now, Caleb Grabo, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Franchise will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, catcher, Robinson.
So coming to the plate, Robinson Schwabenland. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's out.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw not in time as he steals second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 1 out and a runner on second base. 2-2 now. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
From the stretch, Will Hernandez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Weighing inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Christopher Meadows will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Devin Myers is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. 7th inning ready to roll, and stepping up as the shortstop, Hal Hale. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The right fielder, number 16. Franchise.
Settling in now, Scott Franchise. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think you'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now back. Catcher. Mike Hayes.
Striding into the box, Mike Hayes. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Hard hit at third. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a good bounce-back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Tennessee leads it 6-4. Stepping in, Devin Myers. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Count even now at 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Adam Turner.
Adam Turner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's the ball.
One out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Alton Kramer. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1.
Yeah, you take a look at that two-seamer right there. Sinker had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
Runners off for second. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Justin Yeager has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Yeager.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be the speed threat, Tiny Ryan.
Tiny Ryan.
From the stretch.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, number 54.
Ready once again, Blake Hamby. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Well hit to right, but foul. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Michael Lopez will stride in again as we flash you back to inning number 6, and this was certainly a big blow in this one. A grand slam as he left no doubt about that one. First offering on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
At the plate now, Milton Otto. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
sinker misses. Ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Corey Esparza will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Corey Esparza.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Esparza brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Esparza, playing here in his age 31 season, is in the midst of his 14th Major League season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Thunder are out on top 6-4. Judd is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
55.
Leading off the inning, Chet Tierney, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Chet Tierney.
First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's up there.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Now the 2-1.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Stepping into the box, Mohamed Butts, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching. That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Here comes the 0-1. And that finds the target. Nothing in 2 now. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. Nobody out, runner on first. And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hit in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Antonio Nunez.
Digging in and looking for more, Antonio Nunez. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Swung on, missed. 2-1. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. The 2-2 one more time. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box now, Caleb Grabo. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And he's out on the tag. But they cut the deficit to 1 as a run does come across to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
So digging in now, Robinson Schwabenman. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys were looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. The high fastball is in there. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Hale is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. A run, a hit, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. The Thunder lead it 6-5. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Angelo Love will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Andrew Zavala is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here. Striding in to start the 9th, Brian Cannon, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
2-0 count. The pitch hit in the air down the right field line, but that'll be off the right field wall.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
So now to the plate, Hal Hale, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. A 1 pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, look at the dive. The second for 1. Oh, but he beats it out.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Striding in, Scott Franchise. First pitch coming. Here it is.
In the zone, strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead, which is a must.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
And he takes ball 2. A little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2.
To be honest,
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And
Now batting, catcher, Mike.
striding in once again, Mike Hayes. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul.
Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed, strike three.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Tiny Ryan, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 offering.
1-1.
Fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The 2-2 struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Back-to-back strikeouts keep them out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Guy Eaton enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Guy Eaton.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And now it'll be the catcher, Andrew Zavala.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by one at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
And this is up and in, ball one. Check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball two.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike three. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in, Devin Myers. third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Quick check on that tying run at first. At the plate, Adam Turner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-0. Runner goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And is not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Runner at second here with one man out. Inside and low, 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 12, Alton Kramer.
Now at the plate, Alton Kramer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Here's the 1-0. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He's got it. And the Thunder run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. Tennessee rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Brett Sanders earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Tony Norton permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Guy Eaton wraps it up for the save, his 24th on the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. For the home team, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.